Berry bowls and planters are made by starting with making a ridge towards the outside of the pot by pushing down about 2/3 of the way out, not quite to the bottom, preparing the outer ring pretty much, pushing down in the middle and working on the main part of it to make a bowl shape. I think it's critical for this shape to have a good sound belly in it in order to not look too much like an inverted pyramid. At any rate, when you've got the shape bellied out as much as you can and get the top smoothed off again, you can see it gets a little irregular while you're working on it. Smooth it off with a chamois on the outside of the lip and finish the inside with the smooth part of a rib tool. Then it's just a matter of bringing up the outside part and cleaning it up and bringing up the very base down there. You want to leave room for a finger to get in there in case you need to clean it manually for those that don't have automatic dishwashers. Get the outside lip as you need it, and then you're ready to go. Now the only hole punchers that I use, which are essential for an object like this or a colander, are these that I make myself. They're made from the pen nib of old-fashioned ink pens, which are still sold at artist supply stores for under $1. You take one and you remove the brass gewgaws that are attached onto it, because what you really want is the back side or the steel shank that comes with it. That steel shank is stuck out from on the top a pencil, on the second one an old paintbrush, and on the third a piece of doweling which had a hole drilled into it. But all of them were secured with epoxy and fishing line to hold them very securely in place. And the great thing about this type of hole puncher is it punctures in easily, and you can remove the little bits of clay from it easily too. It's just better than any commercial one I've found. So when the pot is leather hard, it's just a matter of going around and poking some holes in the bottom, trying to get the spacing even on them, which is easier to do until you get to the last one, so you kind of have to be watching as you go around. And I'm trying to make it down as low in the pot as I can so that all the water will drain out of it. To assist that for the berry bowl, I do one extra step that you'll see after I'm done making the holes here. You'll notice I push a finger against it on the outside as I push out. Helps me know where the little bit of clay is going to go. Okay, anyway, besides, I make these little troughs with a small loop tool like that, and I'll pull it towards the middle. I hope by doing this that it helps the pot drain out completely, which is especially good when you're using it for a berry colander. Beyond that, this form requires a minimum of trimming. Usually I do it without sticking it to the wheel in any way. There's just a little bit along the edge if you've trimmed it well when you were making it, and signing it, and then tipping it back up again to let it dry slowly so it doesn't warp.